Time to look at the headlines this morning, and I have with me in the studio Olade Rio as well as Funke Treasure. Both are those who will help us make sense of the headlines this morning. Good morning, nice to see you both.
Good morning.
How are you?
Very
I'm
fine.
taking my vaccine.
Ahead of the arrival. That is serious feat. Okay, we expected by 11, and let's see how it goes.
We'll take it here, live on television.
When it comes,
Who are the we?
To encourage
Who are the
others?
The three of us.
Okay,
No.
until they send it here first. Right, let's start with the national economy. National Economy newspaper says why SMEs cannot get single-digit loans from commercial banks. Why SMEs cannot get single-digit loans from commercial banks. That's National Economy. Business Day is next, and it says Nigeria's local gas focus opens investment opportunities. Nigeria's local gas focus opens investment opportunities. That's on Business Day. Leadership newspaper says terrorists now in border towns with FCT. Governor Sule is saying this. Terrorists now in border towns with FCT. Governor Sule is saying that. That's Sule, governor of Nasarawa State. Now, Blueprint newspaper. Blueprint says as federal government receives AstraZeneca vaccines today, Buhari Osinbajo, governors, health workers, others set for vaccination. All right, and says exercise to be conducted in 7,000 centers and rules out private sector participation. We have enough storage facilities handling firms ashore, and NAFDAC Customs ordered to seize unauthorized products. Beware of COVID-19 third wave, as the PTF is warning here. All right, we'll certainly be talking about the vaccine as we expect them in a few hours. Daily Times is next. Federal government launches e-registration portal for COVID vaccination. Federal government launches e-registration portal for COVID vaccination. And recall we're giving out the link earlier on. It's at www.nphcdaict.com.ng/public registration. All right, we'll certainly talk about all of these. Vanguard newspaper is next. Outrage greets blockade of food cattle coming south as DSS invites food cattle dealers union leadership. Amalgamated Union of Foodstuff Cattle Dealers stop movement of food to south. It's a wake-up call for Southwest, says the YCE. It's Cold War against the Southwest. Bekoya is saying this. An action of Northerner food dealers, Strange or Haneze, saying this. Niger Delta will stop flow of oil to north if, as the Pandef is saying this, we believe they have a point, but going about it the wrong way. The ACF is saying this. Will intervene if, as the NEF is saying this, as the Northern Elders Forum. That's on the Vanguard newspaper. Going to Punch now. The Punch newspaper says, Southern states dismiss blockade, North food traders insist on strike. We wouldn't appeal to North leaders or North traders. Herders should stop destroying our farms. Ondo is saying this. With no cows in our bushes, we will produce more food, say Enugu farmers. Traders allege extortion, harassment, and say leaders summoned by DSS for questioning. That's all on the Punch newspaper. All right. Daily Sun is next. Petrol scarcity hits Abuja or your others. And black market sells for 400 naira a litre. Petrol scarcity hits Abuja or your others. Black market sells for 400 naira per litre. That's Daily Sun. Guardian is next. Nigerians scramble for fuel as price hike, scarcity spread. Smuggling, hoarding return as market has grown. Government inconsistency, backpedaling responsible for chaos, says Faniron. All right, that's the Guardian newspaper. Daily Trust is next. In 2 months, IPOB others fingered in killing 62 policemen in 15 states. IPOB others fingered in killing 62 policemen in 15 states. They want to create anarchy. Ex-DIG saying this. It's tough working in Nigeria. Policemen are saying this. Tackle IPOB decisively. Southeast elders are saying this. Take charge of ESN. Wazirike tells governors. Okay, and they have some infographic as to the breakdown of some of the states that policemen, the 62 policemen have been killed. They have Yobe State, Borno State, Kaduna State, Taraba State, Kogi State, Osun State, Ebonyi, Anambra, Imo, Abia, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, Rivers, and Delta States. Okay, those are some of the, and then there's a wonderful infographic on the front page there to give you the breakdown and the detail of everything on the front page of the Daily Trust. All right, now let's go to News Direct. News Direct says, is focusing on insecurity. No more hideout for bandits in northern forests. The federal government is saying this. Recall that the president has said the last kidnap was going to be the last, that it won't happen again. As SGF maps northern forests to track bandits' hideout. Okay. No more hideout for bandits in northern forests. The federal government is saying this. So Nigerians hope that there will be no kidnapping anymore because there will be no place to hide. All right, gentlemen, let's
take your first beat. Federal government is now saying they will not allow bandits in northern forests. The Southwest governor said they do not want herdsmen who have been branded criminals now in their forests. And then there was so much uproar. Is it that what is good for the gander is not good for the geese or what?
No, I think that issue has been straightened up, and I think it's clear now because the reference was to criminals and not not headers in that context. So those who are involved, they understand. I guess of course the state governors in the Southwest understand. It's not the herders that is the issue. It's the criminals who are parading as herders. All right, let's look at the story on the front pages of the Blueprint newspaper as well as the Daily Times. By 11 a.m., we'll be expecting. In fact, from the report we got, Abuja Airport is already a lot of
on alert.
Yeah, exactly. On alert, expecting the arrival of the first 4 billion doses to Nigeria. Now, Oladunde, let me start with you on this. How excited are you? Let me even start with that.
Excited.
Let me start with that. You were saying earlier that you take the shot or take the jab on TV. You said you take it live on TV.
Right. Talking about vaccines, my position since last year has been that, with my understanding of how long it takes for vaccines to run through the gamut of clinical trials and then be confirmed by global regulatory agencies. I was skeptical, because we've had the HIV/AIDS now for how many decades? Till date, there is no vaccine for HIV. Again, I'm aware of the commercial war between global pharmaceutical companies to outgun the other. So when they were all coming out with, we can do it and we will do it, I preached caution. I agreed that a lot of people have taken the vaccines now, but a handful of those who have taken the vaccine had reactionary effects. To that extent, I was going to advise that anyone who will take the vaccine should first of all undertake the COVID-19 tests and be sure they are free. So that if they take the vaccine and then there's a counter reaction, it will be easier rather to trace
where the
what went wrong, as against the blanket vaccination of people. I've seen someone who took the vaccination, like on television, and then she went down. There was a woman who died, okay? And there's so many stories. Unfortunately, nowadays, we are faced with conspiracy theories and false information flying around the social media. So to that extent, government should take caution. we are better safe and secure than sorry. So they are showing leadership now. When they say the president and the VP will be the, let me use the word, the first victims now to take the vaccine. No, I use that deliberately. Okay. So we hope nothing untoward will happen to them, which will go a long way to encourage an average Nigerian. Oh, I've seen my president take it, right? That's why I said all of us on this program will take ours live on television.
Take yours live.
All the people watching us every Tuesday, they will be the hallmark.
Let me take that. Matrix. Let me take it. Let me take that cue to Funke. The point is, the awareness that will create the readiness for Nigerians to say yes, bring the vaccine, we're ready to take. That awareness is not necessarily out there yet. It is one thing to say we're ready as a government for Nigerians to take the vaccine. It's another thing for Nigerians to say, am I ready to take the jab or not? What do you think we should be doing this time, especially knowing that in about 3 hours from now, the first batch of vaccines will be in the country?
Okay, I'll talk about three things. First, yes, the vaccine will arrive today, and I expect that they will be dispatched across the nation. My first worry is electricity. If you've observed in many homes and in many areas, neighborhoods in Lagos now, people ration their electricity. You find that there's what we call lights, and many homes are in darkness because they're trying to, ration their supply. So I wonder how these vaccines will remain, at that premium quality state that we need to receive as vaccines, the inoculation. Secondly, the rate of testing in Nigeria has been very low. Just as he said, if you've not been tested, why are you taking the vaccine? So that's another worry for me, because we may end up having quite a number of people taking this vaccine and then turning out to be something else for them, because in the first instance, they didn't even have the virus, and they didn't have, Thirdly, I would love, in addition to why are you laughing?
You're going to call it
no, I'm not even getting there
my friend is listening. He's watching you.
In addition to the president and the vice president taking the jab, I want to believe that our esteemed legislature, both the upper and the lower house, will willingly, as our leaders and the creme de la creme of Nigeria, will show us leadership that you said they've started displaying by taking the jab. I will not take the jab. I will not take the jab until our leaders have taken the jab.
Maybe the governor of your state.
Now to the issue of awareness. You see, you cannot have a federal government with so many agencies. Now I've come to your friend. With so many agencies and parastatals, bothering on information, and the awareness is this low. So what are you going? You see, we have a way of going round in circles. This information circulates amongst the elites, and then we exclude the masses. They're even contesting the use of masks in the markets. They're contesting the use of all those things. They're saying it's a disease for the rich. And now you want them to come and take jabs. For what? So if you're not convincing them that these jabs are necessary, even for those of us who are educated, we're wondering, why are we taking jabs that won't do anything? Is it going to stop us from wearing masks? No, you're going to continue wearing masks. Is it going to stop you from hugging people? Infected. No, you must continue not to hug people. So exactly why are we taking these vaccines? And why is it that we cannot look for homegrown solutions? That's my worry again.
The federal government released 10 billion.
It's
the same thing with this follow thing that we do.
We're working on homegrown solutions. Remember, I'm a herbalist.
Did you hear him say we are
working? Who are the we? And at what level are we with this we?
I'm speaking with authority.
Okay.
Efforts are ongoing in that direction.
It's
not just about
this is what I think.
It's
this
not
effort
just,
should go pari passu with this imported vaccine.
No, we're not competing with the global operations.
It's not competition. It's
but
management of
to be fair to
information.
We are
government,
working at our pace.
Yeah, but to be fair to government, 10 billion naira has been released by the federal government some time ago.
One thing I wanted to talk about is the fact, the logistics of and storage. Initially, that was the concern, because there's a particular temperature which must prevail for a vaccine to be preserved at the premium quality level. I'm not sure if we've tackled that, though we were told that something has been done. I know a few enterprises who brought in cabinets, designed for vaccine storage. I don't know how much of it they've taken out, but that for me is an issue, because if you take a vaccine now from the airport, maybe it's coming to Abeokuta or coming to Lagos, they will not come by air. If they are coming by road and they are not appropriately stored, by the time they get to Cotton Cafe, forget about getting to Lokoja, the story will have started changing.
Yeah,
and
but I think
that will not be good enough.
I think Nigeria has a history.
Then the issue of publicity, I assure you, just wait. My friend is watching in Abuja, and I'm speaking for him.
You're speaking for him.
I'm speaking for National Election Agency. I will remind them, and I mean it now, that
you
look, this is
reminding them
wait now. This is a national challenge, and then they must take it up so that people who don't believe in us, like somebody in the studio, they will change their position.
Now the point there is the primary healthcare system we have. I recall that we already have a template of distribution of immunization, for vitamin A, polio, and all of those things. So we have a template for that already. And I feel when the National Primary Healthcare Development Authority is giving assurance, we want to believe that.
But this is different.
You see, my challenge with that is when they said you go and register online, all my folks in the village, they don't have internet.
Yeah, my grandmother.
And then the idea of
is also 80, is over 80 years now. I wonder how, and she falls in the priority list. Of
Exactly.
Those who should be vaccinated.
That's my fear now. I have a lot of older people ahead of me in our families, both mother and father side. So how do they register? Number two, the issue of some unscrupulous Nigerian importing fake vaccines. Then number three, I assure you, some Nigerians will attempt to steal, some of the vaccines so that they can begin to sell them at the black market. The same way that registering for NIN, which was free, became big business for some people. So much that in some places they were paying as high as 5,000 naira to register. So these are issues for me. When you said primary health care, those days when we were taking those things, they were free because they were coming through the schools and then the neighborhood. But now we've lost so much value that me, myself, and I now take priority over our common good. So much that people will rather hoard, steal, and make things difficult for the average Nigerian, whereby what they should normally and naturally get without efforts now becomes a big deal. Government has to do something about that.
All right. Now, Funke, as we round off now, this doses of vaccine coming in are free of charge to Nigeria. It means government is not paying a dime. And the PTF chairman has also said that they will give it to all Nigerians, wherever they live, free of charge. But we know, like he was talking about the Nigerian factor here. Do you have any concern that by the time this vaccines get to maybe Okitipupa village or maybe to Itumboza village or to Ainu village, as the case may be, it is still going to be free?
Well, I know that the government has a teach strategy, about deployment and distribution and the actual vaccination, which is good. But you see, they must now step up the campaign to all that this is free. So if anybody is selling to you, the fact that they're saying it's free and the fact that they're mounting a campaign that this is free for everyone should discourage anyone from buying or from, buying from anyone. Do you understand?
Free education exercise books. They boldly stamped free. Not
exercise
for
books not
sale.
for sale.
No, but this is different. This
Hey,
is
what's the
something-
difference?
No, this is different. This has to do with health, and this is targeted. It's not something that's going to go on and on and on forever. It's, for a sustained period of time. So if anybody, and I think we all also have to help the government. I'm wearing my green, white, green
I love
badge
that. I
today
really love that.
to
It's great.
say that no matter what I say here, the love of the country is supreme to me.
all right.
So it is the duty and the onus rest on all of us to hold or apprehend anybody and report that person to the authorities. They say this is free. Why are you selling it?
All
So
right.
it's not a thing for the government.
So
alone.
that
Then-
responsibility
then
should
going
also
back to
go
what I said.
It should also go to the average Nigerian to ask questions if you're told
and back
to pay
to what
anyone.
I said.
All right,
As
we have to
opinion
round it off.
holders, all the three of us here.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah,
No.
we have to leave it here
we
now.
must tell our
We will
neighbors.
watch you
Yes.
take the
No, if you are a
jab.
Christian,
No,
tell the people in your church.
Yes.
If you are in an estate, tell the people in your estate. I mean, if you are a Muslim, tell members of your Jumat or whatever. So, but let's just know that the vaccine is there, and then all of us must be ready to take it.
All right, but get registered first, because if you're going to have access to the vaccine, you have to register first. And the link is at www.nphcdaict.com.
I still have an issue with all of that. It's elitist.
public reg.
I hope it doesn't
That
collapse.
is
soon. I hope the
elitist.
website doesn't collapse soon. And
Well-
I hope we don't have fake websites coming up as well.
Well, this is the website of the National Primary Healthcare Development Authority.
Don't worry about
and all that.
collapsing or no collapsing.
let's-
You are
let's-
taking your
let's-
jab
let's
right
see how it
there.
goes. Thank you very much, Funke Treasure, for coming. Thank you very much, Olade India.
My
Thank you
pleasure.
so